For this problem, we're going to find the derivative of 6 times x squared plus 1 to the third power over x squared minus 1 to the third power minus the natural logarithm of sine of 9x squared. So our first step would be to separate our equation into two. And for our first equation, we're going to use quotient rule to find the derivative. And on our second equation, we're going to find the derivative using the natural logarithm formula. We are also going to be using the term d dx so it can help us find the derivative of the equations that need to be simplified. On our second step, we are now going to remove the term d dx, and we are now actually going to write down the derivatives of those equations. We are going to be left with 6 times 3 times x squared plus 1 squared times 2x times x squared minus 1 to the third power minus 3 times x squared minus 1 to the second power times 2x times x squared plus 1 to the third power over x squared minus 1 to the third power to the second power minus d dx of sine of 9x squared over sine of 9x squared. Our steps 3 and 4, what we're going to do is multiply the terms that can be multiplied. This means we're going to multiply numbers that are by themselves and numbers that have one variable. And we're going to leave behind the equations that are raised to a power. After we do that, we're going to be left with 36x times x squared plus 1 to the second power times x squared minus 1 to the third power minus 36x times x squared minus 1 to the second power times x squared plus 1 to the third power over x squared minus 1 to the sixth power minus 18x times cosine of 9x squared over sine of 9x squared. For our fifth step, the first part of our problem, we're going to divide it into two so we can make it easier. And our second part, we're also going to divide it into two, and we're going to use our properties. Our first step will be to simplify, and we're going to be left with negative 72 times x squared plus 1 to the second power over x squared minus 1 to the fourth power minus 18x times cosine of 9x squared times cosecant of 9x squared. We got our cosecant because of our properties. 1 over sine equals to cosecant. So this leads to our final answer.